Hi guys, so today we're going to be looking at the Nemeziz 18 Plus from the Adidas Team Mode Pack. So let's begin with all the things that I really like about the boot, starting with the looks. And I must say, this is one of, if not the best looking boots of 2018 so far, in my opinion. One of my favourite colour combinations of all time is royal blue with white, and when you pair it with this amazing chrome finish sole plate, it's just a winner in my eyes. I'm going to have to give them a 10 out of 10 for appearances. But something to bear in mind about the sole plate is it will wear off over time, this chrome finish. As you can see at the top of the boot here, I've only worn them a couple of times and it's already starting to chip away. So that's something to bear in mind. Something else that I really liked about the boot with most laceless boots is you get a very distractionless upper when striking the ball. There's nothing getting in the way, no laces, no lace holes. So when you're striking the ball, you feel very clean, feels very precise, a very nice shooting experience. Also with the upper, it's very soft but very padded at the same time. So if you like a lot of protection on your boots, the Nemeziz do offer that. It was thicker than I was expecting, and with the agility bandage, it's basically just a sports tape that stretches. When you put the boot on, it really hugs your foot. I didn't think it really required any braking time whatsoever, but it really sort of molded to the shape of my foot. I felt like it had a nice compression feel on it. Also with this collar here, as you can see, it's a little bit lower on the outside of the boot. A lot different than what we saw on the 17 Plus. I'm not sure what is the reason behind the changes, but it was very comfortable. I had no complaints there. Something else I really liked was the sole plate. So we've got this torsion frame technology. Felt very responsive when I was pushing away from the ground, and also these half conical studs, which are angled in all different directions. I felt like they offered a good amount of traction in 360 degrees. Also, you can see the little bit of grooves here. As you can see, it's a bit of texture. That's something that's supposed to give you a bit of traction when you're pushing away at the ground. Not sure if it really works. I couldn't really tell. So let's move into a couple of things that weren't convincing for me at all about the boots. And the first one I'm going to have to say was the lockdown. And this is something you will experience from most laceless boots because you don't have that customizable fit with the laces. But especially on the Nemeziz 18 Plus for me, out of the whole Team Mode pack, I believe these offered the least amount of lockdown, which is pretty ironic considering these are marketed as an agility boot. But I think it's the combination of not having laces, so you can't customize the fit, but also this 360 degree agility bandage is so flexible that when my foot was pushing off the ground, I felt like my foot was really moving around that boot. So it wasn't very enjoyable. I didn't feel very confident changing direction. So that's a big no-no for me. Also, something I didn't really enjoy was how close I felt on the ball. Or should I say, lack of how close I felt on the ball. Usually as a speed boot player, you want to feel like you've got that barefoot experience on the foot, so the ball feels like it's really close to the foot so you can control it and be razor sharp, moving in all different directions. But because of the textured upper and the added padding in the boot, you didn't feel like you had that close control feel. So that's another big no-no for me. Obviously these are marketed as an agility boot. Some people might confuse that with a speed boot. So if you are a speed boot player and you enjoy like the X or the Mercurials and you're thinking these might offer the same experience, they really don't. So I would stick to something like the Mercurial or the X if that's something that's important to you. But overall, a very nice looking boot, just not very convincing from a performance aspect. So I'm gonna have to give these a 7 out of 10. But that's my opinion. Don't let me convince you into buying them or not buying them. I want to know your opinions as well. So let me know in the comment section what you think about the appearance of the boot, and if you have tried them out, how did you think they performed? But that's enough from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe button for weekly training videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.